Welcome to the 208th commencement of Tarleton State University. Thank you. Now, I will tell you, you folks sound like you've already been celebrating or you're ready to celebrate tonight. This is a magnificent day for the university as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni. To open this ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior music majors, Miss Ashley Darby, Miss Kayla Lincoln, Mr. Zach Steele, and Mr. Sam White. They will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for the Division of Advancement and External Relations. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Face, post, march. Ready, post. Ready, move. Present, arms.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, state us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Forward, arms. About, face. Forward, march. Color guard, hold. Center, face. Right shoulder, arms. Mark time, march. Forward, march.
Please join me in the invocation. On this commencement day, while we have all traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask that these graduates reflect the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions for our time, to set a standard of excellence and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
You may be seated. Well, congratulations, graduates. This is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. Today is a milestone for you and your family and your friends. You've worked hard, I know you've sacrificed, and many of you have dreamed of this day. These graduates have followed different paths to Wisdom Gym and to this very special ceremony. Some of you became Tarleton students right out of high school. Some of you after raising a family or possibly serving in the military. Some transferred here from other institutions. But however your journey began, you have all found the finish line together. You've earned your Tarleton degree, and you joined the ranks of Tarleton alumni. We are extraordinarily proud of each one of you. Now, while you were maybe laser focused on completing your degree, you may have missed a few things that have been happening around you. For example, American Idol finally ended after 15 winners. Jeff Gordon retired after 93 NASCAR wins, and Peyton Manning ended his NFL career with a Super Bowl win as well. Like them, you too are ending this chapter of your life as winners. Other things may have happened while you were here. The iPhone went from the 5 to the 6, or maybe for some of you from the 4 to the 6. One Direction, it went the other direction, from 5 singers to 4. Over the last 5 years, there have been 54 episodes of Game of Thrones, 24 superhero movies, and more than 2,000 TED Talks posted on YouTube. Along the way, the university has changed as well. New facilities, new programs, and even a new campus. We welcome John Tarleton back to the campus in the form of a remarkable statue on Alumni Island, and I hope many of you have the opportunity to take your picture with him before you leave. You have put up with detours and dust, construction fences, and orange cones. Maybe more disruptive has been some of the wild weather that has forced some closings at this university. But neither snow nor hail, flooding, or even a tornado could keep you from completing your degrees. Members of this class have committed themselves to Tarleton's core values of tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. They have put those values into action throughout their days here. Excellence is very well represented in this class by members of the nationally recognized aeronautical team. Now, you might ask, in a College of Liberal and Fine Arts, what are 2 English majors doing on a rocket team? Well, the NASA Student Launch Competition has very stringent rules for technical writing and documentation. And so Taylor Hamilton and Caitlin Sullivan met that challenge. This year, the team again placed as one of the very best in the nation, winning a $10,000 prize. I'll tell you what, teamwork like that requires leadership, it requires civility, and a shared commitment to excellence. ROTC cadet Kelby Wiley was one of 88 cadets in the country invited to the United States Military Academy Mission Command Conference. Congratulations to you, Kelby. Topics included our core values of leadership and integrity. Cassie Stafford's internship with the Academy of Country Music meant working in Los Angeles and at Arlington's AT&T Stadium, which was the site of the award show. Her hometown of 2,700 people was coming from a hometown of 2,700. LA was a bit of a shock to Cassie, but she relied on all she has learned and our core values and came away with a great experience, and I'm sure some very good stories. The class of 2016 has given thousands of hours of service to the community and to this university. Over 6,000 students, faculty, and staff volunteered for this year's Tarleton Roundup, Day of Service, and Day of Giving. Grace Lopez, a sociology and political science major, was on the Roundup Executive Committee. And Laura Ryland, student body president and a communication studies graduate, has volunteered, I think, for just about every community service project since she came to Tarleton. She commented recently on our core values and what keeps her disciplined by saying this: "Once I fall short or stray, I go back to that one value and grow myself as a person." We celebrate each and every one of you today. As you move on, know that you are taking a piece of Tarleton with you. Friends that will last a lifetime, a network of faculty and staff mentors to call upon, and wonderful times and wonderful memories from your time here at this university. And importantly, you take those core values with you. As educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, much is expected of you. I ask you to be the difference in the lives of others, in your communities, in your families, and in your chosen careers. Live Tarleton's core values. They will provide a compass in a world that is challenging and changing. And on this special day, I offer you just a few more words of advice. First, for those of you who like your easy chairs and your remotes, remember this: there's no remote in life. You need to get up and change things yourself. For those of you who might be health conscious, pizza is not at the top of the food pyramid. Eat healthy. It will matter later. Be on time, especially for your first job interview. That would be important. And if you have a hard time putting down your phone, remember this: don't start all of your communications with a hashtag or end them with a string of emojis. Place the art of real communication in your life. Leave the camera in your pocket and remember the moment in your heart. This is an important one. Keep wearing purple and white. And finally, say thank you. Say thank you every day, starting with the family and the friends who helped bring you to this commencement day. On this Mother's Day weekend, we extend a very special thank you to the mothers and the grandmothers who are here. You have nurtured and encouraged, I expect prodded and prepared these graduates throughout their lives so that they can find both happiness and success. These graduates didn't get here alone. The day belongs to all of you, the families and friends in the audience, and we congratulate and we thank all of you. And so I'd like all the mothers and grandmothers, fathers, grandfathers, families, friends with someone in this class to stand. And graduates, I want you to give them a big, big thank you for their role in bringing you here. Family and friends, please stand. Graduates, let's hear it. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would they please stand when introduced, and will you please hold your applause until all are standing? Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Life. Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for Advancement and External Relations. Dr. Jason Latouche, Assistant Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. Jordan Barkley, Dean, College of Education. Dr. David Dreckhammer, Interim Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Javier Garza, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. Representing the Vice President for Finance and Administration, Elaine Chu, Director of Purchasing, Central Receiving, and Hub Programs. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President for Development. Dr. Keith Emmerich, Faculty Senate President-elect. Becky Gray, Staff Council President, and Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding Tarleton leaders. Now, as was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honors. Some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. I would like to ask any veterans in the class, any veterans in the audience, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you for your service? Will Lieutenant Colonel Marty Deckard please come forward along with the cadets who will be receiving their commission today. Over the years, the sons and daughters of Tarleton have brought honor to this university through exemplary service to our nation, ensuring our freedom and the opportunity for us to pursue an education. Tarleton has a very long and proud association with the ROTC program, spanning back 100 years. During our commencement ceremonies this weekend, 15 graduates will be commissioned into the officers in the United States Army. The oath of office will be administered by Lieutenant Colonel Marty Deckard to Cadet Cody Cisna, a criminal justice major from Brazoria. Cadet Stephen Cumby, a criminal justice major from Killeen. Cadet Justin Lugers, a political science major from San Antonio. Cadet Joshua Losell, a criminal justice major from Killeen. Cadet Dylan Warren, a political science major from Burleson. And Cadet Kelby Wiley, a criminal justice major from Granbury. Colonel?
Gentlemen, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Cody Cisna.
I, Stephen Cumby.
I, Justin Lugers.
I, Joshua Sell.
I, Dylan Warren.
I, Kelby Wiley.
Having been appointed an officer
Having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
and grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon the office which I'm about to enter.
upon the office which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Deckard, and congratulations to the newest second lieutenants in the United States Army. We thank you for your dedication and service to our country. Graduates, this is your day. It is you we are here to celebrate, and for this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Today's speaker, Cody Holmes, He is a veteran of the United States Army, where he served as a geospatial engineer in the Psychological Operations Group. He completed Army airborne training, which means, in his words, he jumped many times out of a perfectly good airplane. During his 4 years in the Army, he served one tour in the Middle East. Cody majored in political science in preparation for law school. He is headed for Texas Tech University for a dual degree program pursuing both a law degree and a master's in public administration. He hopes to work for or start a nonprofit organization. Cody's wife is a Tarleton student, and they have 2 little boys. That is a busy household. Cody has balanced his responsibility of work, school, and fatherhood in order to reach this milestone today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cody Holmes to the podium.
All right, good evening, everyone. President Ottavio, Provost Murray, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. First, I would like to thank my wife for her continual support throughout my college endeavor. There she is up there. Love you, babe. And I would also like to thank my family and friends for their support as well. They're over there. Last but certainly not least, I want to thank God, for it is by His word that the universe is held in its place. I am honored today for the opportunity to address all of you on behalf of the class of 2016. Now, Sir Isaac Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. For my math enthusiast, you understand this on a theoretical level. Our equation's not balanced in such a manner. For my computer junkies out there, you know that garbage in means garbage out. Even LJT displays this principle so eloquently. Just ask any Tarleton student during the mornings after. Now, some of you family members may be asking, what does LJT mean? That is an inquiry best left answered by your beloved ones graduating today. In fact, though, most of us learned Newton's third law quite early on. The more forcefully you talk back to your parents, the more forcefully they gave you that look. And some lessons just don't need a college credit to learn. And as such, tread wisely with those LJT explanations. But the underlying theme here is not difficult to piece together. Each and every one of you, who I stand humble before, have put in the strenuous action of attaining a higher education, and you are all now realizing that gratifying reaction as of today. But let's take a more somber tone. There is a stigma upon our generation, and it is one I'm personally not too fond of. That is, we are often labeled as the generation of entitlement. Now, I'm not here to confirm that, nor am I here to dispute that claim. The only truth of the matter that I can recognize is that we, the graduates, are now becoming the archetypes of American society. And with this, we need to understand the gravity of the situation. And this type of gravity demands much more concernment than the type that dictates that the apple always falls towards the earth. But no hard feelings, though, Newton. So as a newly minted Tarleton political science grad, let me put this in terms the best way I was taught how. It is reported that when Benjamin Franklin left the Constitutional Convention of 1787, that a woman posed a question on what type of government had been achieved. And to that, Franklin replied, "A republic, if you can keep it." And the "if" is important to exact focus on. This particular word means that there is some condition on the premise at hand. And that premise would be that government, and in the broader sense society, relies upon the individuals therein. As such, it would be wise to note that apathy as an action should be avoided at all cost. For curiosity may have killed the cat, but it will be complacency that threatens our humanity. We must never adopt a mindset of indifference. The very essence of this treasured republic depends upon that fact. So I sincerely hope that all of us with our rather exuberant Snapchatting, Instagramming, Twitter tweeting, and Facebook feeding come to realize that the benefits and blessings from our jobs, our families, and even the communities that we will reside in are largely just the reciprocated results of the exact efforts we all put into them. That being said, I have the utmost confidence that we, the class of 2016, understand this. And as some of you head off into graduate school and others onward into the bittersweet freedoms of adulthood, realize that our pains are not always going to be met with the gains on first observation. And in this regards, Napoleon Hill seems to compliment Newton by reassuring us that every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Life is obviously full of the ups and downs, and you don't need me to tell you that. But what I'm advising is that we use this day as a catalyst moving forward. Our time, and our labors at Tarleton State University are the testaments to Newton's truth. We have realized them today, and we must continue to implement them tomorrow. For even Newton's theory was rooted in a much deeper truth, and that is, one can only reap that which he hath sown. And on that note, I leave you all. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2016. We made it.
Thank you, Cody, your service to our country and for your continued commitment to serving others throughout your career. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and mentors, challenging and supporting students as they have worked toward this day. Also, from our Texan tour leaders who gave you that first look at campus, to the grounds crew that maintained the beautiful environment, and the team who organized these 7 commencement ceremonies this weekend, hundreds of staff have helped make Tarleton your home away from home and helped you reach this day. Like your family and friends, our faculty and staff members take great pride in your graduation. They've devoted their professional careers to preparing you for success in your careers and in your communities. Will the representatives of the faculty and staff please stand so that we may recognize you? And now we're at the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Assistant Dean Latouche to present and recommend the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Will the candidates for graduation with the bachelor's degrees from the College of Liberal and Fine Arts please rise? Provost Murray, the liberal and fine arts have been the core of education since the age of Athens and Rome. Poets and performers who interpret the human condition through words, art, and music. Social scientists and historians who help us define the problems of society and search for solutions. Professionals who serve the community and assist in keeping it safe. Watchdogs and storytellers who support our democracy through informing the citizenry, and community leaders and teachers who think critically and solve problems in an increasingly diverse and complex society. The College of Liberal and Fine Arts is dedicated to freeing the mind and enriching the spirit. These students are prepared to protect freedom and property, to defend rights and encourage excellence, and they are prepared to become leaders in their communities, their nation, and the world. On behalf of the College of Liberal and Fine Arts faculty, I certify that they have met all the requirements for the degree. As Assistant Dean of the College of Liberal and Fine Arts, I present these students to you with pleasure and pride.
President DeTavio, these students are candidates for the baccalaureate degree, as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the bachelor's degree upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you, as educated men and women of the world, to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated, and student marshals, if you would please bring the graduates forward to receive their diplomas.